Inside the sacred silence, Cardinal Vincent Nichols reflects on the conclave that chose Pope Leo XIV by Holly Cole, she'd BBC News in an exclusive interview with BBC Breakfast. Cardinal Vincent Nichols, the Archbishop of Westminster and leader of the Roman Catholic Church in England and Wales, opened up about his experience inside the sacred and secluded world of the Vatican conclave, the centuries-old ritual that led to the election of Pope Leo XIV, reflecting on what he described as an immensely peaceful and even wonderful process. Cardinal Nichols gave a rare glimpse into the solemnity and unity that defined the gathering of 133 cardinals in the Sistine Chapel, where the weighty decision of electing the next spiritual leader of the world's 1.3 billion Catholics was made. The Conclave, a tradition rooted in silence and prayer. Conclaves have been held in the Sistine Chapel since the 15th century, a tradition designed to ensure the independence and spiritual focus of the cardinal electors. Once inside, all participants are completely cut off from the outside world. No phones, no contact, no influence. The seclusion is not symbolic. It is enforced both by rules and by physical barriers. Cardinal Nichols described this disconnection, not as a burden, but as a blessing. My mobile phone was taken away. Suddenly I had more time on my hands, just to be prayerful, to reflect, to be still, rather than being constantly agitated or prompted by what might be coming in on my phone, he said. This enforced silence, he explained, created an atmosphere of profound calm and unity. There was no campaigning, no heated debates, and no political maneuvering. Nobody was saying who to vote for or who not to vote for, Cardinal Nichols emphasized. There was no rancor, no politicking. It was a calm process, solemn in tone, and one that I found rather wonderful. A historic gathering to choose a new pope, the conclave, was convened following the death of Pope Francis on 21st April. At 79 years old, Cardinal Nichols was among the oldest eligible to vote. Cardinals must be under 80 to take part in the election. While the conclaves that elected Popes Benedict XVI, 2005, and Francis, 2013, each lasted 2 days, the conclave of 2025 was unusually brief, concluding within a single day. I think it was a short conclave in part because Pope Francis left us with a good inheritance, Nichols said. He left behind a college of cardinals who are dedicated, spiritually focused, and who share a missionary vision for the Church. That unity moved us toward a clear and swift decision. On Thursday, white smoke billowed from the Sistine Chapel chimney, signifying the election of the new pontiff, Pope Leo XIV, the character of Pope Leo XIV speaking warmly about the man now. Elected as Bishop of Rome, Cardinal Nichols highlighted Pope Leo XIV's quiet strength and balanced leadership. He's very decisive, but in a quiet way, he noted. I've seen him make decisions that disappoint people, but don't destroy them. It's this ability to blend firmness with compassion that Nichols believes will serve the Church well during Pope Leo's tenure. A good pope needs to be able to say no when something isn't right and then offer you a hug so you don't go away offended. Pope Leo has that ability to guide with conviction while embracing with love. A global moment. Preparations for the papal inauguration. The formal inauguration of Pope Leo XIV is scheduled for 18 May and will take place during a grand mass in St. Peter's Square. World leaders and dignitaries from across the globe are expected to attend. Representing the United Kingdom will be the Duke of Edinburgh, Prince Edward, who will attend on behalf of King Charles III, Buckingham Palace confirmed. The inauguration will mark the official beginning of Pope Leo's papacy, though his spiritual leadership has already begun in the hearts and minds of Catholics around the world. His early actions will be closely watched for indications of how he will carry forward the Church's teachings, traditions, and transformation. A personal journey of faith and patience. For Cardinal Nichols, the conclave was not just a political or institutional milestone, it was also a deeply personal spiritual journey. One of the experiences of these last few days was to learn a bit of patience, he reflected, to take each step with humility and reflection, to pause rather than rush. That is something I hope to carry forward. He noted that in a world driven by noise, notifications, and near-constant digital interaction, the peace of the conclave offered a rare and precious contrast. There was a stillness, a calmness, something almost sacred about the whole experience. Everyone I spoke to just wanted to do this well. A church at a crossroads as Pope Leo XIV prepares to lead the Catholic Church into a new chapter. He inherits both great challenges and immense hopes. From navigating global conflicts and the rise of secularism to addressing internal church reforms and the voices of younger generations, his leadership will shape the spiritual landscape for years to come. But if the unity and serenity witnessed by Cardinal Nichols are any indication, the Church may be entering this new era with a sense of shared purpose and spiritual clarity. It was a moment of grace, Nichols concluded, and I believe we made the right choice. Thank you for watching Yellow Pepper News, your source for trusted news and insights. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to stay informed.